part 2 of room database with Android X. Okay, so before I get started, I want to explain what this app tutorial is all about. Okay, so here's my layout, and we have 3 overall edit text and 2 buttons. And here we have the room edit text and the capacity. And in the room edit text, we can specify the name of that particular room. Let's say that I want to put in the name of the room, which is master's bedroom, and then the capacity of which is able to accommodate 2 persons. Okay, and if we click save, it will be listed here in the recycler view. And we have a search views, which is we have a search by a room capacity. If I want to search a room with a capacity of 2, then I click search, it will be retrieved by the room database. Okay, and here's the item that will populate the recycler view. We have the ID and then the name of that room, which is the master's bedroom, or it could be anything, and the capacity of that particular room, which is 2. Okay, so I want to explain what this app is all about before we started working all about it. Okay, so let's get started. First, we need to extend RecyclerView, that adapter, and then pass in our view holder. And we need to implement all of the methods. And in the view holder, we need to extend RecyclerView.view holder. And create a constructor. Okay, so I will do the adapter first. And I will create this adapter as a singleton class. And I will create a list variable, which I will set later on in the main activity. Create a model. A model is a class. It's a model class where it holds data, and I'll name it listing. Okay, so like I said, this app is all about listing a certain amount of room. Okay, so we can list a children's bedroom or a guest room, and then it has a property which has capacity and then the ID. I will create all of those variables, and I will create a constructor only for the name and then capacity. I will ignore the ID for now, and create a setter for the ID, and then getter for the ID, and getter for the name and capacity. We don't need to do a setter for the name and capacity because we already have a constructor. And then pass in our model class, which is the listing, and I will create a setter method which will set a setter, which is an accessor. And in the onCreate view holder, we need to pass in an instance of our view holder and then a view. And first we need to inflate our item. Okay, so this is my item, our item listing, and we need to inflate that. Item listing, and then pass in the parent, and I don't want to attach this to root, then close. So that's it for onCreate view holder. And in the onBind view holder, I will create a method for our view holder which binds the data. Let me go back into our item listing and assign the particular views. Okay, so now I'm done instantiating all of my views, and I will create a method which binds the current data with the current position. And I'll create a listing, and then I would need to bind the text get ID. And keep in mind that if you're passing an int to a set text, that will result into a resource not found exception, because Android might think that this is an int referring to a resource file in our, it can be the drawable or anything in the resource. Okay, so we need to probably convert this into string, or I will just concatenate it with a string. So that's what I will do for the sake of this tutorial. I will concatenate it because this represents the ID, and this is the ID for our ID view, which is a text view. And then I will set the text for the room's name, and then same for capacity, which is also an int. Okay, I will also concatenate this. Okay, that's it for the bind method, and I will call holder, which is an instance of our view holder, and then bind and get the data from the list that we created, and then we have a position. Okay, that's it. And in the get item count, we need to return the size of our listing. So that's it for RecyclerView. And in the next video is all about room database and then implementing it inside our main activity. Okay, thank you for watching.